As a 25-year-old millionaire, my future goals: fast cars, fast women, and money. See, I'm joking, guys. Right, let me get out of here. Charles, road please.
What the fuck just happened?
Okay guys, silliness over. I am not a millionaire. I'm a trillionaire. In Zimbabwe, but not here. But anyway, Google says I'm a millionaire, so that's all that counts. But I don't classify myself as a millionaire. I think this whole millionaire title, billionaire title thing is really kind of warped, because it's about your net worth and your assets and your business, and if you sell everything that's under your name, that equates to you being a millionaire or a billionaire. But I don't think that's right. I think you should have £1 million in cash in your pocket that you can pluck out at any time to be classified as a millionaire. So thank you so much, Google, for the title. I won't celebrate it or accept it, but I will use it as clickbait in the meantime. So anyway guys, if you don't know me, my name is Jordan Platten, I own a digital marketing agency here in the UK. We've worked with local companies, corporate companies, we've literally generated millions in companies for millions in revenue for companies all over the globe. Now, if you've watched my channel before, you'll know that I've never spoken about my future goals before. And I was thinking about it the other day, I thought it was really strange. I haven't thought about my future goals on this channel or spoke about them, although I think about them on a daily basis. But to be honest, this video is more for my benefit. It's kind of a selfish video because I want to look back on this in 10, 20, 30, 40 years time. And I want to check in with myself and see whether I've reached the goals I'm going to talk about in this video, whether I've exceeded them, whether I'm below them. I want to check in with myself and see how I'm getting on. I'm 25 years old right now, and I still consider myself well in the infancy of my business. I still consider myself only just getting started, despite the fact that our portfolio of companies is doing 6 figures on a monthly basis right now. And I don't say that to gloat, right? Don't get me wrong here. I'm saying that to give you context as to the position I'm in right now, and also the position I want to be in when I talk about that in a moment. Now, I'm also completely what you would call self-made. I've never been gifted money. I was working from the age of 11 years old as a newspaper guy. I was a pot wash. I worked in the Apple store once. I worked in JD. I've worked in loads of different retail-based stores, got into corporate sales after I got kicked out of university, and then I started my own business around 3 years ago. So everything that I've got today is from nothing other than my own obsession with progression, is what I like to call it. It's every kind of year thinking, I need to improve my life. I want to better my situation. I had 14 jobs before the age of 21. You could say I was an employee's nightmare. I got sacked 3 times. And yeah, I launched a company 3 years ago, my digital marketing agency. And at the time, my goal was very much materialistic. I wanted to earn 10 grand a month. That was the figure I set to myself. If I can earn 10 grand, I'm gonna have a flash car, I'm gonna have a nice house, I'll go on loads of holidays, and in the future, I'll have a really nice wife and kids, and I'm gonna have this incredible lifestyle. That was my goal. But when I hit that 10 grand, when I hit that, I still was left unfulfilled. I got this euphoria, don't get me wrong, I got this huge euphoria from hitting that figure first of all. But a couple of months down the line, once my lifestyle had actually been raised to meet my new financial income, I felt the exact same as I did when I was earning 2 grand a month, right? I had the car and all the things, the materialistic things, and that brought me a little bit of adrenaline and happiness and a bit of verification from others. But I still wasn't truly fulfilled because I didn't really have the freedom. I was working 16-hour days, and today I still work 16-hour days. And so now, over the last 12 months, I've really had the time to think deeply about my greater vision, about my greater purpose, and what I really want to get out of my life. Because yes, I still want to earn a lot of money, but money for me does a different thing now. Because I have what some would call as financial freedom, where I kind of can buy a lot of things and not have to think about whether it's affecting my bank balance. But money to me is now freedom and not a tool to buy materialistic things. I want to retire at 40 years old, set in stone, absolutely no later, right, than 40 years old. And I want to sell my portfolio of businesses at that time for £1 billion. And at the very least, 500 million. And that's going to sound like a very, very lofty goal to some of you guys. But my mate Bill the other day told me this quote. And you may have heard this before. He said that if the majority of people overestimate what they can achieve in one day, but massively underestimate what they can achieve in 10 years. And some of you guys might know him as the CEO of Microsoft, my mate Bill. But yeah, and that's so true, right? It's so true. 15 years I've got until I'm 40 years old. 15 years ago, I was 10 years old. When I think about the incredible changes and development, I mean, it goes without saying, 10 to 25. Just think about that, any of you guys watching this. 10 years, think about where you were at 15 years, ago. There are incredible changes that you can make within your life. And I know that if I carry on growing at the rate I'm going, I will get to where I want to be by 40. And I'm going to sell up, and then I'll have a zero attachment with money whatsoever. Because money won't be a number for me anymore. I won't really know what money is, because I will have enough and I will be able to build up a portfolio of properties or whatever I want to do at that time. An investment, that's actually what I want to do. I want to build up an investment portfolio of properties. I want to just be able to live off that income, pay a estate agent to completely take it away from me, take the percentage you want, but I want to just be able to live off that income for the rest of my life and spend the rest of my life on philanthropy and greater causes and actually making an impact. Because when you have money and when you have maybe power or influence, you do have the ability to truly make changes within the world. And I'm not talking about curing world hunger right now. And yes, obviously there are extremely pressing issues in the world, very massive issues. But the things that I want to work on are things that I can actually have an impact on. Things like reef conservation. I went diving, free diving, a couple of years ago for the first time. I've done it a couple of times since. The best thing I've ever done. I truly had a phenomenal time. It was incredible. And then I watched Saving Coral, I think it's called, on Netflix, and looked at how the coral reefs, I think the Great Barrier Reef is going to completely decimate, is that even the word? It's going to completely disappear or bleach within the next 10 years. And to me, that's insane. Because something like 60% of all marine life depend on coral reef systems. And imagine the impact that would have on the world, and this is happening right underneath our noses. And I would love to live my life fulfilling something like that, working with the people who don't care about money. They just need somebody to fund these projects on a global scale so we can truly make an impact. I would love to do that and have the ability to bring my wife and my children in on a business like that. So my plan over the next 15 years is to build my current education company up to a very, very respectable level to 7 figures on a monthly basis. My agency will follow suit within that. And I'm also working on another very, very large idea at the moment, which I am not going to disclose. And it is it is very much detached from my current business model. And I see this as my PayPal. And Elon Musk is a good example for this. Elon Musk co-founded PayPal, sold PayPal for a considerable sum, then launched the businesses that he was truly, truly passionate about in regards to changing the world, such as SpaceX, such as visiting Mars. All of these things that everybody calls him crazy for, but all the things that he can only do because he had those gateways in the first place. He worked on those businesses that he could sell for very, very substantial sums. So I've got a lot of time left to work. I've got a lot of time of working 16-hour days. For the next 15 years, I'm going to be grafting my ass off to get myself in the position that I want to be. But I also am so obsessed with getting there that I know I will. So I hope you guys can join me in this journey. I hope this inspires you to think bigger and think about your goals and think about what you want out of your life. And maybe not think so short term, because ultimately, if we're all chasing the same thing. We're chasing happiness, we're chasing fulfillment, we're chasing freedom. And for you to truly achieve that, you need to understand what it is that you want to accomplish with your life. And I think that for me, philanthropy, having an incredible family, being able to provide for that family, being able to retire my friends and my family, being able to do anything I want whenever I want, with not even remembering what the figure is in my bank, that's going to be when I've truly hit my goal. So yeah, guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video. I'm really kind of brain dumping right now, if I'm completely honest with you. I'm saying what is coming to mind because I want this to be a personal record to myself in 15 years' time when I can look back and say, 1 billion? Try 5, Jordan. So guys, drop me down a comment below. I want to know what your long-term goals are for the future. What do you want to achieve out of your life? And it doesn't have to be financial. We don't have to talk about big figures here right now, right? It isn't about that. It's not about money. It's not about materialism. And by the way, guys, I always want to drive a nice car. I always want to have a nice house. I think we shame people in this society for having nice things. When did it become a shameful act to want to have materialistic things? If you get true passion in guys, the adrenaline of driving a fast car is something which I do not get from anything else within my life. So when did it become shameful to desire to have very nice things? It didn't. So if that's your goals, drop them down below and be proud of them. Whatever brings you true happiness, I want to know it. So yeah, that's the end of this video. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, please do smash the subscribe button for me and the like button, of course, and turn your notification bell on so you get notified every time we bring out new videos. I'm going to be talking a lot more about my future goals. I'm going to be checking in with this. Of course, when I start building the property portfolio, you guys will all know about it. When I launch this new company, you guys will all know about it. Everybody in the academy, I'm still going to be working my arse off to over deliver to you guys on a daily basis. Same with our marketing agency clients. They are not going anywhere. They are still my #1 focus. So yep, that's the end for me. I will see you all again very, very soon. Cheers, guys.